poems I've recently written to celebrate all things female. The first one is from a series I'm doing called Nursery Crime Rhymes for Adults, and it's what little Miss Muffet did next. Poor Mrs. Muffet for so long had bluffed it when trying to please her man. By now middle-aged, tired out, enraged, she needed a get-me-out plan. She'd married in haste when her hubby, so chaste, had seduced her with romantic tokens. But as the years passed, her love bubble burst until she felt nothing but broken. So at her wit's end, she consulted a friend who worked in the therapy trade. She booked in for a session, slid into depression, in spite of the progress they'd made. "I'm just one big mess," she finally confessed, of a phobia that cut to the quick. She welled up with tears. "So intense are my fears of arachnids. Please help me, I'm sick." You see, Mr. Muffet for years has guffed at it and played cruel tricks when he boozed. I've paid such a cost, my love life all lost, my self-esteem battered and bruised. For I have found traces of spiders in places where they couldn't possibly crawl. Or when near my tuffet, I tried to discuss it, her long legs would crawl down my shawl. By now she was shaking, her poor heart a-quaking, as the therapist passed her a tissue. "Never you mind, I'm sure we'll soon find a treatment to deal with this issue." That night in the kitchen, while Muffet was bitching, his wife cooked up curds with some whey. She stirred in some strychnine, a large dose of bromine, and served it to him on a tray. Within a half hour, the food had turned sour, and Muffet had run out of steam. As his life flow ebbed, Mrs. M spun a web, which boosted her low self-esteem. Now poor Mr. Muffet no longer guffs at it, for spiders and flies he is prey, while his phobic free wife gets on with her life in a spiderless zone far away.